Hello, my name is Jeff Johnson, and I'm the principal here at Papillion-La Vista South High School. The purpose of this evening is to hopefully answer any questions or concerns that you may have. We will share a lot of information, and the goal is to give you some information to help your students be successful here at Papillion-La Vista South. If you do have any questions after our presentation or any time throughout the year, please do not hesitate to ask. Presenting with me tonight are Mr. Spilker, the ninth grade principal, and Mrs. Segue, the ninth grade counselor. Each year at Papillion-La Vista South, we pick a theme that helps guide us through the school year and provide some direction for our faculty and for our students. And our theme this year is Grit to Great. Research tells us that the more grit a person has, the more successful that they will be in life. The definition of grit is passion and perseverance. To kickstart our school year, we had a former student, Zach Little, create a video for us that we would like to share with you. It is my pleasure to introduce our administrative team here at Papillion-La Vista South. As you look at the picture on the right side, that is me, Jeff Johnson. I'm the building principal. I also work with the 11th grade on student affairs. Next to me is Jeremy Van Akron, our activities director. Next to Jeremy is Brett Grell, who works with our 12th grade students, and then Trent Steele, who works with our sophomore students, and then Mr. Jeff Spilker, who works with our freshmen. On this slide, I want to share with you what I shared with our freshman students the first day of school. We have very high expectations for our students here, just like you do. And these are some expectations that we have for them, and also this is what we believe allows them to be successful here at Papillion-La Vista South. The first one is show up, be ready to learn, be here and be on time. It speaks for itself. We want them to have all the materials that they need and be ready to go when the bell rings. Our teachers will start when the bell rings and get class going and keep things moving. We want our students to get involved in athletics, fine arts, clubs, activities, whatever their passion is, whatever their interest is. We want them to be involved. We find that they do better in school and they like school better the more that they get involved. Be respectful and responsible. That's part of our Titan way. We want our students to learn the responsibility. That's all part of the grit that we're trying to teach them this year, and we want them to be respectful of each other and all the adults in the building. Be appropriate on social media. Obviously, we know that that can cause problems, and harassment and bullying issues oftentimes are started with social media. So we want them to use appropriate social media etiquette, and we talk about that in our advisory groups and in our classrooms. And we want them to be teachable. We want them to be open to the different techniques that our teachers use to help deliver our curriculum. And last but not least, we do not want them to quit. We want them to keep working hard and keep striving forward, moving forward to reach their goals.
Hello, this is Jeremy Van Akron, Activities Director here at Papillion South. Hey, just welcome to Papillion Vista South, class of 2020. Pretty exciting. Anyway, just want to tell you about all the things we have happening here at South. A number of sports in the fall, winter, and spring. A ton of clubs and activities for kids to get involved with. And really, if you have questions or want to get your kids involved in things, please give me a call. 829-4619 would be my extension, or shoot me an email, and I'll be sure to get back to you and give you an idea of what your son or daughter can get involved in. But we have a lot of opportunities here, and we have probably about 70-75% of our kids involved in a lot of things here. So next, just real quick, I want to talk about Titan Defenders, which is our booster organization, which helps our kids with a variety of things. The main one being financial support for needed equipment, supplies, and other things that our coaches and sponsors need. So it's a nonprofit organization, and they're working to really create a positive environment here for our kids. So if you're interested in joining, please again shoot me an email. I can send you a membership form. Sooner the better, and we can get you going in the right direction. Just one other slide here on Titan Defenders, and there's a couple things here they do for us, our staff as well. They do some staff appreciation on those days. They provide some meals during parent-teacher conferences. They also provide some scholarships at the end of the year for some seniors. So be sure to check those things out as your kids progress through high school. I will tell you this: if your son or daughter are an athlete that will be involved in Division I or Division II sports, or even NAIA at some point, and you have questions about eligibility, there is the Eligibility Center that's nationwide that will help you guide the process of filling out paperwork to become eligible. So if you have questions about that, I can certainly help you. Also, our eligibility counselor is Jim Whitcomb. He can help you as well with eligibility. But that process really starts when you're a junior. So you have a couple years. But I will tell you that a core GPA is very, very important. ACT is very important. So those two things, please keep a close eye on with your son or daughter. If you have any questions, again, give me a call or email. Thank you.
Hello, Titan parents. My name is Jeff Spilker, and I'm an assistant principal here at Papillion-La South High School. I work specifically with the 9th grade. I've had a neat experience here at Papillion-La South High School. I started off as a student teacher, fresh out of college at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. I was then lucky enough to be hired to become a math teacher here, and I actually taught algebra for 10 years here at the high school before being hired now as an assistant principal. So I've been an assistant principal here at the high school for 2 years. I'm really excited to work with the class of 2020. I think we have a great group of students, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you a little bit here about what we do to help our students have a successful first year of high school. I want to start off by sharing a little bit about our philosophy here at the 9th grade level at Papillion-La South High School. And our philosophy here is really to take our big school. I mean, our freshman class this year, class of 2020, is 474 students strong. But we want to take our big school and give it a small school feel. We do this in a lot of different ways. One of the ways we do is by our teaming, which I will discuss here on our next slide. But the other thing we do is we really emphasize how important relationships are with our staff members. When we met with our freshman teachers, when they came back for the school year, that's the very first thing we emphasized is our first commandment of being a Titan staff member, and that is that you must know thy students. So we emphasize to our teachers, here early in the year, make sure you're learning names, make sure you're building a sense of a classroom community, make sure you're getting to know your students, because each and every one of those 474 freshmen are very important to us. We understand here at the high school how important the 9th grade year is. Research shows that one of the most difficult transitions in education is the 8th grade to the 9th grade year. You're starting a new school, and you're in a school with a large number of students. It can be very challenging. So we understand that challenge, and we go to a great extent to get to know our students and build those relationships to make sure we get the year off to a great start. Let's go ahead and get into some specific information about our 9th graders. This year at Papillion-La South High School, we have 4 full 9th grade teams. Students helped to choose these names 2 years back, and it was overwhelmingly nominated and then voted for the several historic Titans which you see. So we take each student and we put them on a team. There are 4 teams: Team Atlas, which represents strength; Team Cronus, which represents time and the ages; Team Prometheus, which represents wisdom; and then our Styx team, which represents oaths and allegiance. So we put our students in teams. That means they have the exact same teacher for biology, the exact same teacher for English, and the exact same teacher for history. I then, as the 9th grade administrator, meet with these teachers weekly to discuss issues that they're having on the teams. And when I talk about discussing issues, I don't just talk about the negative things, I talk about the positive things. We do a lot of positive recognition with our teams. We do a lot of networking. How can we help kids? Who's connected to this kid? What have you tried in class that works? What could I try? So we really go to great extent to use a team approach. We believe there is great power in teamwork, and we get our teachers working together to provide a great education for our ninth graders. We also have the Team Cup. So we do it's about 10 challenges throughout the year, such as, we have some homecoming week competitions, we have some community service competitions with construction, with a canned food drive, we do adopt a family, we do awards, we do minute to win it games, we do team t-shirts for everybody, we do a Kahoot challenge. I mean, there's all different kinds of things that we do throughout the year to help give them a great experience as a freshman. And this team setup really helps us get to know the kids and make sure that no one falls through the crack and that everybody has a great freshman year. Our parent-teacher conferences will occur in October and February. You can come at any time between 4:30 and 8:30. These are the times that we advertise, and teachers are available at their tables to visit with students and parents. We put half of the alphabet in the cafeteria. We put the other half of the alphabet in the gym. So when you come on October 5th or October 6th, you can visit those two locations. We do 2 days in the fall, 1 day in the spring. And then the other thing I wanted to mention here tonight is final exams. Final exams are scheduled for the last 2 full days of the semester in December and in May. So remember, in May we do have snow days, so that last day could be pushed back. But please, please, please do not plan any travel or student absences for these days. It makes it very difficult for students to take their final exams and get their full review in for that final exam with their teacher if they're leaving early. So we ask that you please do not plan any travel or student absences for these days. Here's our academic intervention plan at Papillion-La Vista South High School. Our points of emphasis for this year include a gradual shift of responsibility as students progress from grades 9 through 12. We really want to increase communication home in order to utilize parent support. That communication, most of the time, will be an email to the student with the parent copied. We're also going to have an emphasis on meeting adult-student conversations to begin the whole process. So if an assignment's missing, it won't be like there's nothing said and all of a sudden there's an email sent home to parents. There will be a conversation that occurs between the teacher and between the student about the missing work and what is needed prior to the different academic interventions that we do offer here at Papillion-La Vista South. Academics are very important to everyone at South. Teachers assign relevant work for learning, and students are expected to complete all assignments and tests. Here you'll notice that we've listed several interventions that we have to offer students who are struggling. As a parent, your role in your child's education is very important. We invite you to work with us on these interventions, and if your student is struggling, please do contact Brenda Segu, our ninth grade counselor, or myself to request an intervention.
Every student received a planner during fall check-in, and these were provided by our Titan Defenders. We want to make sure that our students utilize them on a daily basis, and we have found out that when they're organized, they receive better grades, better attitude in school. So you could help us out by asking your student to see their planner and make sure they bring it home every day so you can check their progress and deadlines. Our ninth grade teams have a lot of activities that they do for team building. Our first one is the ropes course. We have a fall tailgate party before one of our football games. In November, we have a Veterans Day program that we participate in. We also do a food drive so that our students can give back to the community. We also adopt a family during the holiday season. We also have a Kahoot challenge that we do in the spring, and then we ended up with the ninth grade cup challenge where we take all these different points from the different activities that we do. It's just kind of a friendly challenge between the teams. We have a great lunch program that has a variety of choices. 3 of the lunches are $2.50. If they would like to get entree from the grill area, the price does go to $3.20. We encourage you to get on myschoolbucks.com so that you can fund your students' account from that website, as well as see what your students are eating for lunch. You can put caps on the lunch. It's a great program, so do check it out. Here is a list of the graduation requirements. Your student is set up with a schedule that will fulfill a lot of these graduation requirements. Your students must pass these classes they're taking their freshman year. Here's a quick look at the grading scale that we use at Papillion South. It is a 10-point grading scale. Our bookstore, Titantown, is open tonight and daily, so check out the new Titan gear.
We have several methods that we use to keep in contact regularly with parents. A weekly newsletter called the Titan Telegraph is emailed each Friday. Daily student bulletins are also posted on our website. We also use parent link phone calls and emails for reminders. Anytime your student is seen in the office for a discipline or academic reason, you will receive a write-up email. Our school website provides a wealth of information. You will find that teachers regularly update Parent Web with grades, and the district app should also be helpful in displaying student grades, lunch account balances, late fees, attendance, and schedules. If you need something or have a concern, please do not hesitate to contact me at 402-829-4633. You can also reach me by email at jspilker@paplv.org. We look forward to helping your freshman student have a great year. Go Titans!